Um, Wanted to do a quick video. Yesterday was a rougher day for me. The night before my double videos that I made, kind of coming back, that evening I had a reaction to something I ate. It was like an easier convenience food item, Indian food. I was really excited to try it, and apparently I'm super sensitive to even sugar, which some sugars use bone char. So luckily did not need to use my EpiPen, but apparently when I've had a more bigger reaction like that, and the next day is rougher and I'm more tired and that sort of thing, just wanting to sleep, and I think my body's trying to rid basically what's considered a toxin to it out of my body. So yesterday was rough, but today's been good. I was able to take some pictures of my son helping my husband this morning with our pigs, and on rougher days, especially probably being pregnant, but I was crying a lot and just upset because it sucks. Like, it sucks to have an allergy and you have absolutely no control over it, and it's not just one allergen, it's like a bunch of little things that all add up to, super major food groups and stuff like that. And so I've been trying really hard, though, to not see any of my feelings as bad or wrong. They just are. They're feelings, and I'm human, and I'm here to have a human experience, and this is part of it, and I've written this into my path for whatever reason, and that's what it is, and it's okay. So I feel like I am processing those feelings more quickly because I'm not being ashamed of them. I'm not trying to not feel them or anything like that. Even my husband could tell, like, I was upset and I just needed to cry, and like, I want to just get this out because I don't want to hold on to it. And at the same time, I don't want to shift into, oh, I'm super positive and everything's great and everything's going to be okay. And I very much believe in having positive energy and positive thinking and things like that, but not at the price of needing to feel the feelings that I'm having as well. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to be upset and be like, this is just shitty and it sucks, and I don't want to have to deal with this. And all those feelings are valid and true too. And I know in previous videos I talked about, being at a dinner table with our emotions. Lori Ladd did this reference too. And, if it's time for the it sucks person to stand up at my table and say this sucks and cry about it for a little bit, I'm not going to stop that feeling or emotion. And usually that feeling, once it has its moment, sits down, and then I move on to the next feeling. And so I feel like today I was able to wake up and just have that positive thinking, positive mindset. Like, it is going to be okay. I am going to live with this or through this, or however I, want to word it, depending on the time and stuff like that. And it is. It's okay. It's fine. And I think that's really important. Is, as children, a lot of times we're taught to suppress our emotions, not feel certain emotions. Certain emotions are bad and wrong, and that's not really the case. They're all just emotions. They're all intended to be felt. When we suppress them or don't acknowledge them, then they generally build up and become worse and more problematic, and it can go into illnesses and things like that. And so I've really been trying to focus on feeling all of those, and I can tell I'm getting back into my flow from being so sick and then figuring out what things are And I wouldn't say I'm completely in flow with all of these dietary changes and stuff like that. I'm getting there, but just back into flow as me as a person, my personality, and like feeling all of those things and then letting them go. And even we have 2 refrigerators because our family is so big. We had one break. We replaced it with a used refrigerator from a used appliance store. It worked not even for a few hours. We had to call them. They fixed it. By the time the part came in, it's like a week or so later and everything. And literally 12 hours later, the second refrigerator broke. And the guy came out yesterday too and said it's done. And I can tell I'm feeling better mentally, spiritually, and everything, because I was just like, it sucks. Like, I don't know where, like coming up with that money, that's more money that if I don't raise enough funds for my home birth and things like that, that was credit card space or whatever that I could have tried to home birth with, and now I can't. And having to make the difficult decision of, do we buy another used one or do we buy a new one that has a warranty and we know we don't have to worry about that refrigerator for 2 years? And all those things suck and are difficult. And I literally just went through the feelings and the processing of all of that. And, some things you can process instantly and some things you slowly work through. And as those feelings come up and arise, I'm letting them just happen. And then they go. And it goes much more quickly and it flows. So, I guess if I had any good advice right now, and I don't know where everybody else is because I haven't caught up on Lori or anybody like that, and I see stuff on Facebook and everything, and Twitter, but everybody's kind of in their own place right now. So depending on where you're at, maybe you need to hear that message and maybe you don't. Maybe there's a different message for you and it's not mine. That's okay. But really, if you've lost focus, whether from something similar like an illness or just life got busy, whatever, then maybe take a few minutes and make sure each day you're really feeling those emotions and everything. I really want to get back into my meditation and stuff like that. And I got my stones outside for the full moon tonight and things like that. And I'm getting excited about all of those things again. And those are all good signs to me. I'm starting to ease back in and enjoy myself. So if you haven't been feeling things or pushing them off, maybe this is a good reminder for you. I hope you're having a great day.